Safe from the storm, he's looking for me. I just got out from the yard. I was told by Mark, my roommate, he's leaving in 3 days by the end of the month because I got a huge bill from DWP since he did not discern. Oh, there's an ant I just squashed. See what I'm talking about? I have to deal with. So I'm truly happy, Mark. I wish you the best, but I'm glad that you're leaving because he was complaining. Today in California, it's over 100 degrees. I'm in San Fernando Valley. It's even hotter. But, you know, I cannot be babysitting somebody. I already got a bill from the, not just the bill, the warning of, it's worse than that from the DWP. It's a disconnecting notice. You know how it is, right? This is your bill, and you know, you can call and make payments or arrange or whatever, but then if you can't keep up, it just staggers, and after a while there's like, hello, there's a red letter on the envelope, open up immediately for past due. And then after that, there's like, you know, disconnection notice. They're not playing games, so I have to come up with a lot of money, like $500. Well, like I said, you know, I don't want to just play the blame game, but that has a lot to do with it, and just a big stress because my roommate didn't discern what he heard. He thought it was water leaking, and he has to put earplugs in his ears. He couldn't go to sleep. I know I can laugh at it now, but I was just, how could you do that? You know, because the toilet was running. I don't know. I said, what were you doing? You're hammering the flusher or whatever. You know, I just blew it. I sort of like, like that, right? What are you doing? Breaking all the toilets. I just don't know. I can't figure it out. Maybe there's the spiritual struggle that I endeavor to cast it out. I mean, I don't want to be judgmental or anything, but I called, I don't want to say spiritual counselor, but some lady I talked to at church on the way, she's there on Tuesday, so I called her. I was praying about the Texas flooding. Cheryl, what happened to that song? I love that song. It was, Safe from the storm. When you're looking for me. If anybody knows that song, it's really good because it talk about the storm. Jesus was near. When calm all my fear. I think, safe from the storm. Da, 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 when he's looking for me, he's looking for me, da 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 da, he's looking for me, yeah. Safe from the storm, ha ha da da, he's looking for me. Yeah, if you can help me get that song, like download it or whatever. I know I heard it from in fact, Jimmy Swaggart, so it's from the South. Oh, now I'm a racist, yeah, because I like to sing songs, country music and banjo, they're gonna bang and everything, right? No, actually I like the gospel music, and you know, some people might disagree, but you know, hey, screw you! So, I'm just thinking about my situation. I should be glad that I'm not really displaced, but you know what's happening in Texas is not just horrendous, it's unbelievable. People are not prepared for it, and my heart goes out to you. My heart is here, but I have to cover up. Like I said, I was out in the sun. It's over 100 degrees, so this is kind of a weird, a tail end of the summer that the heat rises. But I was in the ocean a couple days ago, in Pacific Ocean. It's very, very cold, chilling. But think about my friend Andrew Cruz. Are you still there? Please answer me. Andrew, I'm calling Andrew. Andrew Cruz. He's a Houston policeman. and he actually invited me to the Texan game. I think Texas, or the Texan, you know, the Houston is Texans. So Dallas is Cowboy, if you don't know about teams in football. Because the Texans is playing the Patriots. And he was gonna, I think it's coming up. Oh my God, I bet they're gonna postpone that game. So it's a very sad situation. And I just want to gravitate. I cannot grasp. I'm not, you know, trying to put down my friend Andrew. But Andrew Cruz was like texting me 2 days ago. Now I have to figure out what's going on. He was just saying, you know how people are trying to be tough. He said, well, at least Houston, we can just put a few sandbags. We're not like, you know, earthquake prone California. You see what I'm saying? Because he was trying to convince me to move on. I'm complaining because I was constantly complaining about, you know, how unpatriotic California has become. Is so broken down into almost like Tijuana. And they just raised the gasoline tax across the board. So, you know, remember I was talking, I was like, they sneak this up on you, sneak that up on you, pretending like you just have to take it. You know, the bottle charge, if that bottle, I don't want to give them ideas. Oh, sorry, I have to move it a little bit because it's a little crooked, so deal with it. Oh shit, I have to deal with it. Price is right. What I'm saying is, you know, this is like price free, hands free. I gotta get this healed. So they're charging for bottles for everything. I don't want to give them any ideas. So after bottles, 5 cents, 10 cents, you'll never see your money back because they're making it impossible for recycling. And then they charge extra taxes now. They say for homeless, for the, you know, it's always for some kind of good cause. I said the analogy, it's like when I went to Tijuana, the people sternly warned me, don't give any of these kids, because they try to you know, make you feel sorry for them. They want you to buy 5 cents, buy their chiclets. You know, it's a bubble gum. For some reason, they have a lot of them. Maybe they got them free from the U.S. government or whatever, you know, because we give handouts. So 5 cents here, 5 cents there, a peso or whatever. And first it's please, please, please. They'd be, you know, dragging your shirt and tugging it. And then the next thing you know, if you give them one, oh my God, they're like the ones that are hiding behind the walls, behind the thorn bushes, and they'll all be jumping and clawing on you. Oh, give me money for chicle. And then eventually you're gonna get mobbed. So this is what's happening. You know, in California, it's unbelievable. And now they just increased the gas tax. That's why, I mean, even in my poverty, because of the persecution by Google AdSense, YouTube, they're ganging up on conservatives. I mean, I'm nobody, but, you know, every conservative across the board, now they have this bot to censor your money. In fact, I just happened across this video channel by Grindall61, and before I forget, I want you to subscribe to Grindall, Grindall 61. So the reason, like I said, it's not about money. I mean, like I said, you know, even out of my poverty, I gave whatever, because nobody gives anymore. But I get, it's out of, you know, it's a good practice out of your, the whatever that you feel like it's justified, the goodness of your heart, whatever. But it should not be a tax. What I'm trying to say is the government, so-called the government, is the monster, the Democrats that want the power. So the poorer, you're better. What I'm saying is then they're getting more votes. And there are fraudulent votes. And they probably throw your votes away because now they're everywhere. What I'm saying is they're in the DMV, they're you know, in control of your voting machines. I wouldn't doubt it. When they investigated, I think there's some DMV people just threw away, like, you know, so many, like hundreds, thousands of ballots because they said the names they signed in a mail-in ballot did not match whatever the signature they had prior. So anyways, Grindall is fighting. I think his channel is Grindall 61, and he's fighting just as a regular citizen. So I didn't realize that, you know, he is in the front line. That's why you have to support people that are in the front line. He actually went to this assembly person's office, and they were calling, I think, I don't know, don't quote me, Josh Newman, somebody who's a faker. You know how a lot of them, like fakers, you call your local representative, I don't know who this is, Nazarian, or, you know, somebody I can't even pronounce the name. And there's like Krikorian in my district, and you know, everybody plays the game really well. Oh, okay, yeah, right. Take your survey or whatever. Brad Sherman is the biggest jerk, right? Because they're rich, they don't care, but what it is that I guess with this Newman, Josh Newman rep voted for, and which is a total betrayal for this increase, the gasoline tax increase. So I just watched the video, which this person, I don't know his name, but he's just a regular citizen, wore a t-shirt, like I voted for Trump. I mean, we're not alone. It's just because we're being told to shut up by the Antifa doesn't mean that we're alone. It doesn't matter. Google AdSense and try to censor every one of the so-called conservative voices and steal your money. I believe that we have a case because we are being singled out. My videos are, they were fine. Like I said, 3 months ago, I have sponsors. They're conservative sponsors too, don't get me wrong. Right? But now everything is yellow flag by the bot. As soon as I publish a video, not even a tag, a word, I could be like, you know, eating what I was gonna say hot dog. I don't eat hot dogs, but you know, I can be munching on some kombucha or something. So this guy Grindal 61, and he says that his money is being robbed too, and Google doesn't pay us. But they're keeping the advertiser dollars, so they need to be investigated because now it's a, you know, there should be a RICO investigation, antitrust, because they're acting like the mob. Google bought YouTube. Oh my God, that's a mustard. That should have been a no-no. They got to be broken up. Broken up means that they cannot utilize the search engine. Google is the biggest search engine. And then they gotta dictate everything that you search, because now they're gonna say, like, if you search, say for example, Robert Lee, and then instantly they're gonna say like, oh, what do you call that, racist, you know, like stuff like that. Like, oh, this is their machines, their ranking, their algorithm ranking, and whatever pops up first. But subtly, they're trying to mold and shape your thoughts. So I'm saying that I have not seen any money, and thousands and, you know, thousands of clicks. Google AdSense try to what do you call that? You know, just use the greed factor that try to whet your appetite by putting, oh, monetize all your video now. But I can guarantee you that. You can Google that. I hate to say that. If you Google about this making money on YouTube with the videos, they'll tell you it's very moot, because the guy says he probably won't see a check of $100. They don't send you money. Google do not send you any money unless you accrue $100, but they don't give you a breakdown of how it's accumulated, how much they charge the so-called the advertiser. Anybody can advertise, in fact, because they attract the advertisers by saying we're going to give you like $100 credit. So they start, like, you know, putting AdWords, so click, they pay per click. So this is a billion gazillion dollar business. I got an idea. Why not just the money that's stolen, or you know, if that doesn't sit right with Google or Susan, what I can't even pronounce the name, the president CEO of Google is Wojcicki, W-O-J-C-I-C-K-I. I think it's pronounced Wojcicki. I don't know how to